Hey everybody, Inside Financer here, and let's talk taxes. I know, the word alone makes some folks break out in a cold sweat. But hold on, it ain't gotta be that way. Doing your taxes is like learning to ride a bike. It seems scary at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's smooth sailing. We're gonna break it down step by step, real simple like. No need for fancy accountant talk here. We're gonna use plain English, the kind we understand. By the time we're done, you'll be saying taxes, bring it on. So take a deep breath, grab yourself a cool drink, and let's dive right in. We're gonna conquer these taxes together. Now, you might be thinking, why bother with all this tax stuff? It seems like such a hassle, right? All those forms, numbers, and deadlines can be overwhelming. But let me tell you, there's a lot more to taxes than just paperwork and stress. Well, my friend, taxes pay for important things we all need. Imagine a world without them. No paved roads, no public schools, no hospitals. The very fabric of our society relies on the funds collected through taxes. Think roads, schools, hospitals, even those fancy fireworks on the 4th of July. Every time you drive on a smooth highway, send your kids to school, or visit a doctor, you're benefiting from the taxes we all pay. It's the backbone of our public services. Taxes are how we, as a community, chip in to make sure our country runs smoothly. It's a collective effort, a way for everyone to contribute to the greater good. When we all pay our fair share, we ensure that essential services are available to everyone, regardless of their financial situation. It's like paying your dues, but instead of getting into a fancy club, you're helping build a better future for everyone. Think of it as an investment in our collective well-being. The money you pay in taxes goes towards creating a society where everyone has the opportunity to thrive. Plus, doing your taxes right can put some extra cash in your pocket. That's right, refunds. When you file your taxes accurately, you might discover that you've overpaid throughout the year. That means the government owes you money back, and who doesn't love a little extra cash? Who doesn't love a little bonus? It's like a reward for being diligent and responsible with your finances. That refund check can be a pleasant surprise, a little financial boost that can help you with your savings, pay off debts, or even treat yourself to something special. It's like finding money in your old jacket pocket. You know that feeling when you reach into a pocket you haven't used in a while and pull out a crumpled bill? It's unexpected, delightful, and instantly brightens your day. That's what a tax refund can feel like. So paying your taxes is not just about avoiding trouble with the government, though that's a good reason too. It's about fulfilling your civic duty and contributing to the society you live in. And let's not forget, it can also bring you peace of mind knowing you've done your part. It's about being a responsible citizen and maybe even getting a little something back in return. When you understand the importance of taxes and approach them with the right mindset, they become less of a burden and more of a meaningful contribution to the world around you. So next time you sit down to tackle your taxes, remember all the good that comes from them. You're not just filling out forms, you're helping to build a better, stronger community for everyone. And that, my friend, is something to be proud of. All right, folks, before we start this tax journey, we gotta pack our bags. And by bags, I mean gathering all those important tax documents. Don't worry, it ain't as bad as packing for a family vacation. First things first, you need your social security number. That's your unique identifier in the tax world. Next up, grab those W-2 forms from your job. They tell you how much money you earned and how much tax was taken out. If you're self-employed or got paid gigs on the side, you'll need 1099 forms. And hey, don't forget about those receipts. Keep track of your business expenses, charitable donations, and medical costs. They could save you some serious dough come tax time. Got all that? Good. Now we're cooking with gas. Let's move on to the next step. Section 4. Single or taken. Figuring out your filing status. This is one of the most crucial steps in preparing your taxes, and it can significantly impact your tax return. Now let's talk about your relationship status, with the IRS, that is. It might sound simple, but choosing the correct filing status can be a bit tricky. Your filing status determines which tax bracket you fall into and how much you owe. It affects your standard deduction, eligibility for certain credits, and ultimately your tax liability. It's like choosing the right size shoe. It's gotta fit just right. If it doesn't, you could end up paying more than you need to or missing out on valuable tax benefits. If you're flying solo, you're probably single. This status is for those who are unmarried, divorced, or legally separated under state law. Married couples can choose to file jointly or separately. Filing jointly often provides more tax benefits, but in some cases, filing separately might be more advantageous. And hey, if you're a single parent raising a child, you might qualify as head of household. This status can offer a higher standard deduction and better tax rates than filing as single. Don't worry, we ain't judging. Everyone's situation is unique and the IRS has a status for almost every scenario. Choosing the right filing status can make a big difference in your tax bill. It can mean the difference between a refund and a payment. So take your time, read the descriptions carefully, and pick the one that fits your situation like a glove. The IRS provides detailed guidelines to help you determine your correct status. Remember, honesty is the best policy here. Misrepresenting your status can lead to penalties and interest. The IRS knows all, sees all. They have sophisticated systems to detect discrepancies, so it's best to be truthful. So pick the right status, and let's keep this tax train moving. If you're unsure, consider consulting a tax professional. They can provide personalized advice based on your specific circumstances. A tax professional can help you navigate the complexities of the tax code and ensure you're making the best choices for your financial situation. Alternatively, many tax software programs offer guidance on selecting the correct filing status. These programs can ask you a series of questions to determine the best status for you. It's also a good idea to discuss your filing status with your family or significant other, especially if your situation has changed recently, such as getting married, divorced, or having a child. Keep in mind that your filing status is determined as of the last day of the tax year. So if you got married on December 31st, you're considered married for the entire year. Make sure you have all the necessary documents and information before you start. This includes your W-2S, 1099-S, and any other income statements, as well as records of deductions and credits. With the right filing status and all your documents in order, you'll be well on your way to a smooth and successful tax filing experience. So, take a deep breath, stay organized, and tackle your taxes with confidence. And remember, once you've filed, you can breathe a sigh of relief and maybe even celebrate a little. You've taken an important step in managing your finances and fulfilling your civic duty. For more information, visit the IRS website or consult a tax professional. They have a wealth of resources to help you understand your filing status and other tax-related questions. Good luck and happy filing. Section 5. W-2S and 1099-S. Decoding your income. All right, folks, now it's time to talk money. Specifically, your income. This is the bread and butter of your financial life. The fuel that keeps your engine running. Whether you're working a 9-to-5, freelancing, or juggling multiple side gigs, understanding your income is crucial. Don't worry, we ain't asking for your life savings, just a clear picture of what you earned during the year. It's all about getting a handle on your financial landscape so you can make informed decisions and plan for the future. Remember those W-2S and 1099-S we talked about earlier? Now's the time to dust them off. These forms are the key to unlocking the story of your income. They provide a detailed account of your earnings, which is essential for accurate tax reporting. These forms tell the IRS how much money you made from your job, side hustles, or investments. Your W-2 form is issued by your employer and shows your total earnings and the taxes withheld. On the other hand, 1099 forms are issued by clients or financial institutions and report income from freelance work, interest, dividends, and other sources. Think of it like this. Your W-2 is like your main course, your steady income. It's the reliable paycheck that you can count on month after month. It's the steak on your plate, the foundation of your financial meal. Your 1099-S are like your sides, those extra gigs that spice things up. They add flavor and variety to your income, but they can also be a bit unpredictable. These are the fries, the salad, the little extras that make your financial meal more interesting. We gotta report it all to the tax man. Every dollar you earn needs to be accounted for, whether it's from your main job or your side hustles. This ensures that you're paying the right amount of taxes and staying on the right side of the law. Don't worry, it's not as complicated as it sounds. With a little bit of guidance, you'll be able to navigate these forms with ease. It's all about breaking it down into manageable steps and understanding what each section means. We'll walk you through each section of these forms, so you know exactly what to report. From your total earnings to the taxes withheld, we'll cover it all. You'll learn how to read these forms like a pro so you can file your taxes with confidence. Just like reading a menu, but instead of ordering food, you're reporting income. Each line on these forms tells a part of your financial story, and by the end of this chapter, you'll be able to decode it all. So, let's dive in and start decoding your income, one form at a time. First, let's take a closer look at the W-2 form. This form is issued by your employer and includes important information like your total earnings, Social Security wages, and Medicare wages. It also shows the federal, state, and local taxes that were withheld from your paycheck. Next, we have the 1099 forms. There are several types of 1099 forms, each reporting different kinds of income. For example, the 1099 MIC reports income from freelance work or independent contracting, while the 1099 INT reports interest income from your bank accounts. It's important to gather all your 1099 forms and add up the income reported on each one. This will give you a complete picture of your total earnings from side gigs, investments, and other sources. Don't forget to include any 1099 DEV forms for dividend income and 1099G forms for government payments. Make sure you have all your forms before you start filing your taxes. Missing a form can lead to underreporting your income, which can result in penalties and interest. Double-check your records and reach out to any clients or financial institutions if you're missing a form. Once you have all your forms, you're ready to start filing your taxes. With a clear understanding of your income, you'll be able to complete your tax return accurately and efficiently. Remember, the goal is to report all your income and pay the right amount of taxes. Filing your taxes doesn't have to be stressful. By taking the time to decode your income and understand your W-2S and 1099S, you'll be well prepared to tackle your tax return. So take a deep breath, gather your forms, and let's get started.